For more than 50 years, Florida State has been home to some of college athletics' most powerful female athletes. However, a national discrepancy in airtime between men's and women's sports has meant significantly less exposure for these talented women.
Women's soccer, women's sports in general, wasn't really on TV unless you counted the Olympics. Back then, you couldn't watch it unless you were in person.
I did not grow up watching women's sports. I grew up watching baseball and football and men in sports. I never really knew that women could be in sports and be big-time players.
This difference in media exposure not only impacts current players, but also the next generation of female athletes.
I could watch Ken Griffey Jr. when I was younger and Ricky Henderson stealing bases, and you look at it and you look, that's a man playing the game, you know, that I'm still playing, and wouldn't it be cool to steal bases and hit home runs? Well, now you're seeing Jesse Warren make plays, and now someone that's like you be able to do that. So your dreams come alive.
I tried to base most of my style and learning off of men's soccer, which I think has helped me get to where I am today. But also I wouldn't know if there were as amazing players on the women's side that I could base it off of, because there really wasn't that coverage.
When I was younger, I didn't see women in sports, so I didn't really have like a view that women can be strong and powerful and inspiring. It was always men.
If you're turning on any sport, it's 9 times out of 10 going to be a men's sport. You have to actually look to see the women's side, but a lot of people are actually trying to find those channels.
Since the launch of the ACC network in August, these changes in the representation of women's athletics aren't just happening on the field or on the clay, but also in the control room.
With the ACC network broadcasting women's sports, it just shows little girls and boys that women's sports are important and they're not lesser than male sports, you know, just because women are playing them.
You're getting into a lot of different regions in the country, but you don't think about the platform of getting into every little girl's dreams.
It shows them that they can work hard and achieve something like a scholarship to play college softball.
This increased exposure means that FSU's female athletes are the ones changing the course for those who come after them.
Growing up, I've become one of those women that inspire young girls, and it's pretty awesome to see that what I'm doing on the field can impact girls, and because of the ACC network, it's really being broadcasted to people all over.
For us, getting that professional experience to make sure we're getting our names out there and setting a good example for them and showing them that we're just as good as the guys.
I hope to see that women are represented as strong and fierce, and they can play hard and they can get dirty just as the men can, but they're still women and they can still be pretty when they play, and they can hold a fiercely but feminine way about how they play.
When people can see past the line of male-female and they can see sport, I think that's the next step for us, and we all gotta just keep pushing the rock up the hill and be a part of it and do it in a very positive way.
With this attitude and opportunity for more exposure, the women of the Garnet and Gold will continue Florida State's empowering legacy of female athletics. I'm Lauren Daly for Noles All Access.